There's nothing like the hall.
I can't say enough great things about this place.
It's always cool to be on a stage where you know that all of your idols have been on.
Standing in the footsteps of Merle Haggard and Willie Nelson and
Hi, Willie.
I enjoy when people are having a good time.
Jared Jeff Walker and all my heroes that I'd seen play there.
It's respect.
Dance halls like Gruene in particular are important, and I hope that they're around for a million years.
It's had an incredible influence in my life of being a part of Gruene Hall.
It has that family-friendly atmosphere.
Because that's what makes Texas, Texas.
It's just timeless.
Howdy, folks. I'm Ray Benson.
My name is Wade Bowen.
Charlie Robinson.
Jared Jeff Walker. Robert Earl Keen.
Aaron Watson.
Randy Rogers.
My name is Pat Green, and I double for George Strait.
My name is Mary Jane Nally, and I am the Queen of Green.
Welcome to Gruene Hall.
Welcome to Gruene Hall,
Welcome to Gruene Hall.
the oldest dance hall in Texas.
With over 2 decades of living on the Texas frontier under their belt and their life in Germany long behind them, the Green family was building a legacy that would last well beyond their lifetime. Ernst Green Sr. had bought a 52.5-acre tract of land near the Guadalupe River in 1873 in what is now Gruene, Texas.
They didn't have any tourists or people floating down the river in those days.
The area was rich in alluvial soil, which was extremely adaptable for the cultivation of grain products, and particularly cotton. And cotton would be the backbone of this area for many years to come. When Ernst Sr. bought his farm, he wrote of his intentions to open up a beer hall and a saloon in the special provisions of a deed of trust. Without much consideration, the seller, Mr. Hamilton, crossed those lines out and wrote below them, "There will be no beer or spirits manufactured on this farm, nor a saloon or beer house." So the Greens built a cotton gin instead. Powered by water from the Guadalupe River, the gin was extremely successful. The area was prospering, and Ernst Jr. and HD had a hard time agreeing over how to maintain their empire together. The brothers had a very hard time getting along at all. After much discussion, HD and Ernst Jr. split the property. HD decided to buy his brother's share, and Ernst Jr. moved into New Braunfels to open up a mercantile.
All cowboys, they have to have clothes, they gotta eat, they gotta have their whiskey. So I'm going to open up a general mercantile store and a saloon and dance hall, and that's what he did.
Going against the wishes of MC Hamilton, on April 12, 1878, H.D. Green advertised that he had installed a dance floor for the tenant farmers to have something fun and social to do. In 1882, an actual saloon complete with a dance hall was built. The long rectangular building was constructed by Christian Harry and was given a pitched roof, which is hidden from street view by a false front. With German polka music, a smokehouse, a beer garden, and a fully stocked bar, Gruene Hall became the social center of the community. HD held masquerade balls, Easter celebrations, family reunions, election polls, political elections, and both dog and badger fights. Picnics were often held behind the hall for the townspeople of Gruene. One of the most popular kind of picnics was the catfish fry, for catfish was always plentiful in the Guadalupe River below Gruene. It was a commonplace to start ginning at 5:30 a.m. and run until 10 p.m. Public scales were set up on the west side of the hall for patrons to use. The hot and dusty farmers would take full advantage of the saloon. Sometimes there would be a fight or two to liven things up, but never anything too serious.
Our night watchman did have a blackjack, so that if anybody got out of hand and they couldn't handle him, then he'd hit him over the head with a blackjack.
Mostly the farmers would just hang out and play cards or dominoes. During Prohibition, HG hung a sign in front of the hall that said, "Only near beer is sold here. Real beer sold near here." It was also during Prohibition that children would often be sent to the bootleggers to get their parents' whiskey, because unlike the adults, they were never questioned. The Green family took a shot of whiskey a day because they believed this to be highly beneficial to one's health. In the early part of the 20th century, weekend dances usually began early Saturday evenings.
The ranchers would come in with their entire family, do their shopping, and dance all night long into early Sunday morning. My grandfather had some cots and things where the little kids, they could put them there to sleep. And then when the dance was over, then they'd wake their kids up, load them back up in their trucks, and then head back out to their ranches.
With several tenant farming families growing cotton, a successful cotton gin, a railroad depot nearby, and an ever-growing community, it seemed like Gruene was the best place in Texas. And it was, until the late 1920s. At this time, H.D. Green was the glue that held this town together. disaster struck when HD died of pneumonia. Thus began the rapid decline of Greene's good fortune. In 1922, a majority of the town's cotton gin was destroyed in a fire. All that remained was the boiler room, which is now the main entrance to the Gristmill River restaurant and bar. It was also during the 1922 cotton season that root rot struck, and many farmers pulled up stakes and retreated elsewhere. In 1925, the boll weevil infestation brought complete destruction to the crops in Greene. This left farms and the majority of the residents jobless, hungry, and hopeless. Because of the lack of income, many residents had to leave Greene in order to make a living elsewhere. With the Great Depression knocking at the door, the community of Greene slowly began to crumble. And from 1929 to 1972, Greene was a ghost town.
Greene went on hard times and became Mossy Manos, a ghost town.
According to many locals, there is an old ghost that roams the street at night, wandering from building to building when all is quiet and peaceful. And many claim they know perfectly well who this wandering spirit may be. It is none other than H.D. Greene himself, just watching over the town he so deeply loved. By 1972, H.D.'s ghost may have been the only presence left in Greene, but remarkably, his old dance hall remained open. It was also in 1972 that developers had blueprinted the destruction of buildings in Greene.
And the town was sort of sleepy and not much going on.
But as fate would have it, Greene would soon become known as the town that wouldn't die.